20.
Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS, is the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. Make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest Santa Clarita has to offer. And speaking of the greatest Santa Clarita has to offer, a very special guest in studio. It's that time again. Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto joins us in studio. Dr. Jaimie, how are you?
How you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm great.
Are you good? It's nice weather. It's election day.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to mention. I like your sweater.
Thank you.
You're dressed for fall.
Yeah.
Fall may be here. I'm not quite sure.
It's a little chilly this morning.
A little chilly this morning, then it gets warm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think we need to, Mother Nature needs to back off just a little bit.
Right.
So we're all about adoption here at KHTS.
Yeah.
Adoption for pets is huge in the Santa Clarita Valley. Always try, if you can, rescue a pet before going to a breeder. It can save their life in
Right.
so many cases, and just make them so happy. Forever homes. I mean, come on, think about that. You know how happy you can make your pet, and you're a big part of that here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto from Cinema Vet, you sponsored the KHTS Adopt a Pet series, and you started back in 2016. What made you decide to do that?
I mean, for me, any chance I get that I can help, just help the animals obviously get homes, but also bring awareness and educate clients and potential pet owners as well is great. And I felt like that program was a good way to do it, as far as the networking of pets that are either in the shelter system or in different rescues that are actively looking for homes. You know, they're really, the people involved are really trying to get them out there and get adopted. I want to be able to support that.
How does it feel? I'm going to give you a number. I don't know if you know your number. How does it feel to know that your sponsorship has led to almost 100 homeless pets finding their forever home in 2 years? 100 pets. Think about that number.
It's incredible.
Did you even know your number, or you just kept doing it? Did you have any idea that it was getting that big?
I don't think I knew it was that big.
Mm-hmm.
No, I knew it was very successful, but I didn't have the actual number, so that's pretty amazing.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I know. Feels good on our side too to be a part of it in conjunction with you. Why is it so important to adopt? And how does it save the animals' lives in some cases?
Yeah, I mean, in many cases, animals that are coming from the shelter system, many shelters are not no-kill. So they only have a certain amount of time before their time is up, and they're unfortunately euthanized to make room for the influx of all these new pets that are always coming in to the shelter system.
Is there a certain amount of time, or does it depend on, the season? There maybe the shelters have less pets or more pets. Is there any kind of timetable?
I mean, I think every shelter has their own protocol with that, but I know it does depend somewhat on certainly how full they are. If they're not at capacity, they can give certain pets more time, but
Sure.
If they are overflowing with pets, they don't have much time at all, which is really unfortunate. And I don't think a lot of people understand that sometimes their time is extremely limited. So if you, you're looking for a pet, and I hear many times people, well, I want a certain breed, or I want a purebred. They have those there too. It's not just little mixes, and there's, tons of Chihuahuas, tons of Pit Bulls, but you see almost every single breed is going to be represented at the shelter at some point. So it's just a matter of continuing to search if you're really looking for a particular type of dog.
Is there a reason why we look for a certain type of dog? Is there something maybe less allergies with one than the other, or temperaments? Is that kind of what we are doing when we say that?
Yeah, I mean, for some people, they just, they have a certain type that they like, I've always had golden retrievers, and that's my dog, and I just love that dog, and that's great. Others, you do want to do your research a little bit and find out what kind of dog may be best for you or your family. There are some that are better suited for family situations. Some may be better for just a single person. Some are going to be more active and less active, better with kids or not. So, it's important to read up first.
Always do your research, but sometimes those little mutts can be just so grateful and great pets.
Absolutely. They can be amazing pets. I really think that they understand that they were rescued and given a second chance.
I do too. I do too. I don't think
Absolutely.
they're stupid. I don't
No.
think pets are dumb in that way.
Yeah.
You know, starting with they're caged because they have to be at shelters.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't, you know, they have to protect the other animals. They don't know the temperament and whatnot. So they're all caged, and then they are not caged. That must feel...
That's a huge difference to them, right? Yeah.
What is some of the mixed breeds that you have seen as far as rescue dogs are concerned, that have come in and just surprised you as far as this wonderful temperament or just happy-go-lucky puppies?
Oh, I mean, every dog has their own personality, right? So, but I think a lot of the cute little terrier mixes that I've seen, and they can just be a total mutt. You know, you're not sure exactly what they're mixed with. There are some fun DNA tests that you can do to kind of figure that out. But yeah, lots of terrier little scruffy mixes. Some are lab mixes, you know. They can all be really great pets.
Now, big question. This is big finish here.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really important once you adopt a pet, because you don't know its history.
Right.
Most likely you don't know the history.
Right.
Sometimes
most cases, I don't think you know much. Yeah.
Right. Unless the pet was brought to the shelter because something happened with its owner or something.
Sure.
So it might have some history, but more than likely not.
Right.
So you really should first thing out is bring it to the vet, and preferably Cinema Vet and Dr. Jaimie. Why is that so important? Just, you know, to get a beeline right for the vet.
Yeah. So the shelter or the rescue will do their own exams. Especially the shelter has a veterinarian on staff, and they have RVTs on staff. So they do an initial intake exam, and they make sure the pet's as healthy as possible. But once you get your pet home and they get a little bit settled, it is really important to come in for a full exam so that you're aware of everything that's going on. You know, you can be there with your veterinarian, ask all of the questions you may have. We're going to do a full thorough exam. We're probably going to recommend, you know, a stool test to check for parasites. And, you know, if there is any little issue, then you can be aware of it and kind of nip it in the bud before it becomes a real problem. It's very common for dogs and cats to get, you know, upper respiratory infections. They're all in really close quarters. Kennel cough is an issue, so it's important to make sure that they're healthy.
And you can do that, Dr. Jaimie, at Cinema Veterinary Center. It is on Cinema Drive, obviously. Open at 8 a.m. You need to hurry up because you only have 10 minutes to get across town. On Cinema Drive, the phone number 253-9300. I recommend her highly. And I thank you so much for being a part of this whole adoption process. It just makes us feel good. So I hope it makes you feel good as well.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love it.
Always a pleasure having you in studio too, Dr. Jaimie. See you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Beep, beep.